If somebody was to ask me what's the hardest part about being a content creator, without hesitation, I would say it's being consistent. It's not coming up with ideas, it's not getting your equipment, it's not even getting the paid brand deals. It is being consistent, because when you're consistent, the brand deals come, I promise you. And what I've realized in 2026 is that consistency is not based on motivation, it's not based on your ambition, it is based on having systems in place that allow you to execute on your goals, that allow you to create the lifestyle you want to live. By the way, I'm Renee Daniela, and you're watching video 5 in my 100 video challenge, where I'm experimenting to see can consistency, creativity, and long-form storytelling here on YouTube help me fund my dream New York City apartment. So let's get into it. In today's video, I'm going to share some of my favorite tips for being consistent, because I genuinely think if you want to be a successful content creator, being consistent is going to help you get more brand deals. It's going to help your platforms grow. It's going to help you get more experienced and more skilled in this industry, and it's also just going to build your confidence, and it's going to attract so many opportunities. Okay, tip 1, honey, get out of the ideation phase. I am sure you've got a fabulous notes list filled with so many brilliant ideas, but they're not leaving the app, and that's the problem. We spend, and by we I mean myself included, we will spend so much time planning and overthinking that it pretty much turns into procrastination, because we just convince ourselves that things have to be perfect. We have to have the perfect idea, the perfect setup, and next thing you know, our ideas are staying right here and they are not coming to life. And the truth is, the clarity that we're looking for in the planning process and the ideation phase comes from action. But if we spend too much time thinking about what we want to do and just getting hung up on it being perfect and us not actually getting to the execution phase, we are just wasting our potential, and I need us to leave that in the past, okay? In 2026, we are taking action. So whether that means you need to set a strict schedule for yourself, where you're time blocking and you're saying, okay, here's where I'm working on the idea and here's where I'm actually shooting it. And you need to set yourself up with a little studio corner in your room, in your home. You need to rent out a little podcast studio. Whatever the project is you're working on, I need you to start putting things down into a schedule so that you've got something on the timeline and it's going to push you into action. And maybe you want to try a challenge. That's what I'm doing with my 100 videos in 100 days here on YouTube. Obviously, part of the goal is to see, can I turn YouTube into a lucrative revenue stream that would actually fund my dream New York apartment? But really, the main achievement here is that I've been wanting to do YouTube for the last 5, 6, 7 years. If you scroll through my timeline, you'll probably see a few more videos where I say, I'm finally going to be consistent. I'm finally back on YouTube. And guess what? I was not back on YouTube. I was not consistent. And I'm really proud of myself, because this is video 5. So we are actually taking action, and that is a huge step. And I'll tell you, from this process, I've gotten so much more comfortable producing videos, being on camera, speaking to camera, coming up with ideas. And I'm only 5 videos in. So I can only imagine what I'm going to gain from this 100 video process after probably posting 5 videos in the last 5 years. So yes, take action, get out of the planning stage. Tip number 2 is actually one of my favorites. It's the idea that objects in motion stay in motion. Nothing has killed my productivity more than just being stagnant. This is inspired by Atomic Habits. If you have not read that book, pretty much pause this, run to Amazon or your local bookstore and order that book now, because it is such a game changer. It's really going to change how you think about motivation, because I think a lot of us feel like, okay, I'm not consistent or I'm not disciplined because I lack the motivation. But no, it really stems from us having habits and rituals in place that help us step by step achieve the goals that we want to do. If you're just looking at the big picture, but you don't have action steps in place, it is going to be really hard to get to that goal. And so reading that book really helped me understand that I need a morning routine. I need daily rituals that contribute to me being the best version of myself, and that have multiple little steps in there that are all slowly working towards whatever my goals are. And for me, one of the things I realized is I am not good at focusing on my career or my business goals if I do not have my mental and physical health in check. And so I've created a little morning routine. I literally have it on my notes app on my phone with a checklist that starts with wake up, and it says between 5 and 7 a.m. because currently I'm like a 7 a.m. girly, but I aspire to become a 5 a.m. girly because I really do believe those 2 extra hours would help me get so much more done. But we're not there yet, so we're going to start where we are. So it literally says wake up 5 to 7 a.m. From there it says brush teeth, do my skincare routine, put my workout clothes on, make my bed. Like, there's a whole little list of things that I do step by step in the morning that help me put one foot in front of the other and slowly achieve my goals of making sure I work out, making sure I hydrate, making sure I have a healthy breakfast. And even when it comes to my social media goals, I have action steps on my list to make sure I'm posting on my specific platforms that I want to be posting on. I have a different outline for different days of the week of the type of tasks I want to get done on those days, from reviewing my analytics and reviewing my platforms to make sure, am I seeing what's working, what's not working, so I can do more of what is working and I can adjust or change my strategy around the things that are not. I have it time blocked for when I want to do my shooting and my editing, especially for YouTube now, because this is something I'm prioritizing. So I have it written down in my schedule of when I want to shoot my content and when I want to edit it. I have strategy sessions where I do the ideation and the planning, but then I have it time blocked for the execution phase as well. And so what I have found is by having this morning routine outlined, that has helped me just build momentum. So if I ever wake up in the morning and I'm feeling stagnant, I will look at my action steps and I will go step by step down the list until I start to get the momentum. And that's where the objects in motion stay in motion. And so now, because I've gotten one foot in front of the other, I've gotten up, I've made my bed, I've gotten out of the house, I've got my workout in, I'm feeling good, my brain is fired up, I'm now ready to go ahead and look at my to-do list for my career goals and get started on knocking those out as well. I definitely recommend to read the book Atomic Habits and watch some of the podcasts or some of the interviews he's done and just do a little self-audit and go through and build yourself a morning routine, build yourself a system that helps you tackle your goals, and you're going to start seeing such a big shift. Okay, tip number 3, reduce friction. As in, try to remove the barriers to entry. As in, if you are looking at a task that you need to get done or a project or your goals and you're like, gosh, this feels really difficult, most likely because you've got a complicated system that you're just not ready for. You need to simplify it. So as an example, for me, I've been wanting to do YouTube for years now, like I've shared. But for me, I was always overwhelmed with the idea that I need to know exactly what I'm going to say on camera, that I need to have great audio, that I need to have really cool editing. And so I mentioned in my first video, but one of the inspirations for doing this 100 video challenge was my friend Glow. And she had said that because she focused on consistency and not perfection, it took the pressure off of her creating content that was just at this high production value level. Instead, she brought it back down to the basics. She focused on the consistency aspect and on putting out one video a day. And by doing that, she was able to take action much easier. So if you've got some tasks on hand, perhaps you are setting your standards way too high and you need to bring it down to the basics, simplify your process, and then grow from there. And that's the best part of it. My video editing from video 1 to video 5 is already improving so much. And even on that note, I love using AI as a support whenever I'm feeling a little overwhelmed about my tasks or a project that I need to do. So for example, I use Copilot. One of the issues I always had with my videos is I'm like, how do I structure it? Like, here's the idea, but what do I say? How do I structure it? What should I do for the intro? How do I organize the topics so that the video has a flow? I use Microsoft Copilot to do outlines for all my video ideas now. This made it so much easier for me to sit down and create my videos because I have more structure. And additionally, when it comes to editing, that was another big area that I always felt so vulnerable and just did not have any confidence in. Guys, I used YouTube to do some research. The girlies are using a platform called Descript. Not everybody, but a lot of them. And it's like an AI supported editing software that you can plug in your videos. It will transcribe all of your clips, and then you can actually use the AI function to go in there, take out any long gaps. You can take out all of your bloopers. You can even take out filler words such as like and and just all the random words that we throw in there when we're not sure what we want to say next. Guess what? That takes less than 2 minutes and it cut my editing time down by hours, and that has been such a game changer for me. So yes, reduce friction, simplify your process, get whatever tools and resources you need in place so that it's much easier for you to execute. And if you have to bring your expectations from here down to here so that you can at least get started and then build on that momentum, then that's what you need to do. And I just want to remind you, there is no shame in that. I know I'm going to be so proud when I get to video 100 and I look back and I see the growth and the evolution of my content, of my editing, of my confidence on camera. There is truly so much to gain from this process, and I'm really excited about it. Now, tip number 4 to help you with consistency, I need you to visualize and manifest. Daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, we are doing check-ins. We are keeping up with our goals. We know what they are. We have them written down. Maybe we have Pinterest boards. Whatever you need to do to make sure that your goals are crystal clear in your mind and always relevant, that is going to help you stay focused so much because you know what you're working towards. Like for me, I know that I owe $800,000 on this house. That sounds crazy to say. And I don't want to spend the next 25 years paying that off. I'm ready to make the coins that I need to be able to take care of that now. I know that I want to have a travel series, whether I self-produce it and it lives right here on my own YouTube, that's fine with me. But I need the brand support and funding so that I can execute and create my dream travel series where I go diving with beautiful sea life around the world, and I inspire my community to learn to swim, to respect the ocean, and to feel comfortable and welcomed in those spaces. I know that I want to move to New York and I want to have a high-rise apartment, very Sex and the City-esque, with ceiling-to-floor windows and beautiful Manhattan skyline views, and I want to live the city life again. I know that that's going to cost a certain amount of money. So all of these goals that I have, they are staying right here top of mind. I am telling you that consistency is so much easier to maintain when you are emotionally connected to the goals you have and to the future that you are building. Okay, for tip number 5, comparison is the thief of joy. We have all heard that phrase. Comparing yourself and your success to other people is going to kill your momentum so fast. I need you to lock in and focus on yourself and where you are and where you want to be. You are your own competition. Look at what other people have achieved as motivation and inspiration, but please do not compare yourself where you are now with somebody else's, because guess what? You're probably comparing your day one to somebody else's 10 years in the game. Progress is the only thing that matters here, not perfection. You've got to give yourself grace and you've got to stay focused on your own path. Okay, for the last 2 tips, we're going to be a little bit more practical. For tip number 6, I need you to define what consistency is for you. So right now, I feel like we've talked about it in this general idea of like, be consistent. But what's consistent for me or for another creator or somebody who prioritizes one platform over another, or somebody who might have a full-time job as well as doing content creation, or somebody who's got a family and kids versus somebody who doesn't, what consistency is for them may be different. So I would definitely sit down and say, okay, what's actually achievable for me? How often do I want to post and on what platforms and when? And now that you've given yourself a schedule, that's what you can work towards. Which brings me to my 7th and final tip. Consider batch creating. If you find it really hard to stick to your posting goals, start batch creating, because that is going to help you get so much more content ready and lined up so you can pump it out versus always scrambling to be able to create content last minute. And to be honest, that's where I'm at. I'm filming a video a day and I want to get to the point where I've filmed a few so that when a day pops up and I'm not able to shoot and edit content that day, for example, I'm about to be in Trinidad for Carnival, I'm not going to be able to post and edit every single day. Well, I don't think I can. We'll see. We're about to find out, but generally speaking, if I batch create between now and when I head out to Trinidad, I'll already have content ready to go so that I can start pumping it out while I'm away and I won't interrupt this challenge and that I can stay consistent. And then additionally, I'll also try to repurpose content. So maybe I'm shooting a day in the life video, and if in that video I'm shooting the different meals that I'm eating, maybe I can break that off into what I eat in a day, or maybe I can take out from that a little get ready with me and I can share my beauty routine or my skincare routine. Or maybe I can show my outfit of the day and I can do an outfit post. Whatever kind of breakdowns you can create or pull out from those larger content pieces, that is a great way for you to stay consistent without burning you out. All right, my lovelies, that is a wrap for this video. Just know consistency is gonna be that bridge from where you are to where you want to be. So I need you to really work at it. And I promise that is what I am doing as well. So we are in this together. I hope these tips were helpful for you. If you have any tips, anything that you've been doing, any secret sauce that's been helping you stay consistent on your goals, please leave those in the comments. I'm always looking for further inspiration. I absolutely love listening to podcasts or reading books or watching other YouTube videos on here. So any suggestions you want to share, please feel free to leave those in the comments. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I am so grateful for everybody that is here, that has become a part of my little YouTube family. So make sure you like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn your notifications on, and please share this video with anyone that you think it could be helpful for. Now, until tomorrow, my lovelies, I'll see you then. Mwah. Bye.